I was just sitting here thinking, like, wow, you know how many United States citizens are leaving the United States? It's like a mass exodus. So there's this book called The Warmth of Other Suns by Isabel Wilkerson. This is not sponsored. I don't know who she is. The book is that thick. And it's about how the African Americans migrated up north from the South, like in the 40s. That's what's happening in the United States right now. United States citizens who were born and raised here, their parents were, their grandparents were, their great parents came through Ellis Island or however other way they came. They're all leaving to go be expats and essentially migrants in another country. A lot of the reasons why people are leaving the United States and moving abroad, like for healthcare, for education, for safety. You want to have grapes that have seeds in them. You don't want to have your food, allegedly made in a lab. You don't want your meat to have fillers in it. You want to be able to maybe grow your own stuff in your backyard without any, issues. Remember all of the farmland, like that farmland how many farms are even in the United States anymore? And if the handful that are still there are owned by, a handful of people and they're not farmers, and like the safety factor, like the schools, sending your kids to school can be, essentially traumatizing because you're worried about your kid all day. Going to outdoor concerts, going to the movies, like all of those things, paying like thousands and thousands of dollars for your kid to go to university, and then they end up not being able to find a job. Like, it's just so crazy to me. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? So I'm in France, and it's such a different lifestyle here. Like, there's no stickers on fruit. People work like maybe 35 hours a week. They do not work 40 hours a week here. It's just very different. It reminds me also of the movies by Kurt Russell. He was the star of them. One was called Escape from New York. One was called Escape from LA. I've seen both of them. They used to be both on Amazon. I don't think they're there anymore. And how they walled off, or they blocked those states so people couldn't get in or out anymore. But the place where we had our roots, how we grew up, it's like non-existent. Like, remember when it used to snow? We used to have to go to school. There's no snow day. It would have to be a crazy ass nor'easter blizzard, and not even, for the schools to be closed in New York. I was born and raised in New York. And the snow would be up to our knees, and we would still have to go to school. And our parents would wrap us and layer us in all these clothes, and our gloves would clip to our jackets, and we would have snowball fights on our way to school, and we'd be soaking wet by the time we got to school. And then we'd play outside till the street lights came on, and then we would watch TV after dinner, with our families in front of the big TV, and it was black and white. Unless you had money, it was color. That's what it used to be like. Now kids are just stuck on their devices. There's no real television channels. The NFL makes you stream for every game on different platforms. Like, you couldn't just turn on Channel 2 and Channel 4 and watch a football game anymore. Like, that's how it used to be when I grew up. Now you have to do Peacock and Amazon and Thursday and Sunday. It's just like everything. And remember cable? Cable was okay. But now everything is streaming, but you have to pay for all these different platforms. Kids don't even interact with each other. They're just on their phones 24/7. You have to go to the grocery store and buy things and check sticker numbers. You have to try to find the meat that doesn't have as much filler in it. So much of the food in the United States is actually approved by the FDA, is banned in other countries. Like in Italy, you can't make meat in Italy. It has to come from an animal. They don't play those games. And then here the food has it has codes on it, like A, B, C, D, E, and it'll tell you what code that food is, like have healthy it is or how good it is for you. It's crazy. And now I have all these people wanting to have me help them move abroad. I've moved abroad. My daughter's moving to Switzerland. That is an ambulance. It just sounds crazy. I think there's a hospital by here. Anyway, and my daughter wants to move. Everyone wants to leave the country that we were born and raised in, that our parents and our grandparents and our great-grandparents built. My great-grandfather built the railroad. He literally built the railroad.
It's crazy. So anyway, this is just a rant. I'm 7 hours ahead of you, so no one's seeing this video right now. But if you see it, tell me what you think, because, and I'm here to help people move, but the fact that we are leaving, we are fleeing, we are a mass exiting the country that we were born and raised in is wild to me.